Is there anything on this planet Earth that you can do without basing on land? I'll repeat this question for you. Is there anything on planet Earth that we can do without basing whatever we do on land? Talk about flying an aeroplane. Doesn't it get its energy, its effort, its propeller from the land? Because it must first land before it goes up. I'm still wondering if there's anything that doesn't require land. Because even the metals we get, even the minerals we get, even the cars, even the buildings, everything that I know today has its basis from land. It is rooted on land. Interestingly, land does not grow. Land does not expand. The size of England remains the same. Ever since they agreed on the boundaries, it remains the same square kilometers. The survey of Scotland, Ireland, and other countries around here where I am at the moment remain the same. The south of Africa remains the same. The size of all other continents will remain the same. Interestingly, people are producing day and night. A baby is born every second on Earth. But these people need land. Now the question is, are you smart enough to acquire land? Or because you have money, you will simply go anywhere and ask to buy land? Now, this is what this masterclass is all about. It's an introduction to how to get land, how to buy land in Africa. Welcome to this masterclass. My name is Kato Mukasa, an international commercial lawyer and entrepreneurship coach. This is Think Better, Do Better channel. It's a YouTube channel which belongs to a company that we created with 10 other people. In the studio, of course, is Dennis Bongole, who is helping me to manage the photos, to manage the videos, to manage the StreamYard. Welcome again on this channel. Welcome on this channel. This channel is all about business. We are a team of 10 people, but we are all interested in doing business with you. We want to connect Africa to the rest of the world. We want to best wherever we are. I'm best here in the United Kingdom. I'm best here in Newcastle at the moment, but I want to create business Africa to the rest of the world, and my team is based in different countries. We are all working towards creating a company, creating synergy that can promote investments, that can promote business in Africa. And I've been saying that our firm, our consultants firm, can help you spot the right pieces of land in Africa where you can go and invest without conflict and invest without problems and be able to use that land for the long haul. We can advise you on which land to buy, which land to use, and which land is going to work for you depending on what you want to do. Now, before you buy land, you must learn to ask the right questions. They must do things before buying land in Africa are the following. I'm going to give you a summary. The rest will be given to you in our masterclass on estate management and land acquisition in Africa. But this is going to be the summary. Come with me in this summary. Number one, you must understand that in Africa, land is owned under different systems altogether. So before you go to Africa, before you go to any African country, you need to understand by asking the right questions, by contacting the experts. I just say that we have a company that has branches, that has fillers in all countries in Africa. You want to get land in Zimbabwe, we are there. Land in South Africa, we shall be able to connect you to the right people to ask. I mean, We are the people who are going to be able to do the donkey work for you, do the research for you, the data analysis for you, to do the market survey for you, to make sure that you get land on the right price, for the right price, and from the right people. Now, these are questions we are going to be asking. Number one, we are going to ask you, what is the purpose that you want to buy land? Do you want to put recreation? You want to create a stadia? Yes. And therefore, we have to now judge where you can create it. What's the use? You want to build a hospital? You want to build a scientific research, you want to do agriculture. Many Chinese are coming to Africa to do agriculture. You want to build residential houses. Are going to be temporary? Are they going to be permanent? We ask you all these questions. Next, we're going to also ask you to please understand what is your budget. What is your budget, so that we can be able to get something good for you, exactly that fits your budget and your purpose. We're going to ask you, what is your purpose? Why do you want this land? What are your term goals, your long-term goals? Like in 5 years' time, what would you have wanted to achieve from this piece of land? How about in 20 years' time? How about in 30 years' time? So that you can understand whether we're going to have a lease for you, whether we're going to have investors right from Africa you can partner with, and you get a permanent ownership. You find ways to make it possible for you. Of course, we do due diligence for you. We are going to ask you the right question to do due diligence. In law, which I studied, I'm a lawyer, we talk about doing due diligence. Due diligence. Ensure that you are not cheated. The economy that you can land into, and actually you buy land that does not exist. So you need experts to guide you on how to get land in Africa. We are going to also ask you questions such as we want to find out the land you want. You want to find out its land tenure system. Is it a freehold? Is it a lease? Is it a mile land? Is it mile for the kingdoms? Is it customary land? We are going to find out the land tenure system of the land where you want to go, and you shall be able to go on the ground in Malawi, in Mozambique, wherever you want to get this land. You're going to have a team that is having local people that are experts you work with to ensure that you get the right piece of land from the right people. For example, we want to look at the amount of money you have vis-a-vis the market value of the land you have, but also we look at the resellability. If the land you want to get capable of being resold, like you want to sell it after 10 years, are you going to be able to get even more money than that? What are you going to put there? Are you going to put the things which are going to destroy the land? Are you going to excavate it? So you look at the depreciation, if you can determine that, but also we look at the long-term net effect of your work on that land, because we are looking at resellability, the ability to resell this land after 20 years. You have used it, you want to resell it. Are we sure you're going to be able to resell it for a better price? We have to envisage that. We have to forecast that through our established models on land acquisition. Of course, we look at legal permits you need, because you cannot simply walk away and go to Africa without understanding the legal regime, the permits you need to do business on that land. You want to excavate soil, you want to do fish farming, you want to do sand farming and all that stuff. No, we want to know exactly what are you going to do, and then we shall tell you the permits that actually you need to get, and we shall help you to get them, because you have the local fillers in all these countries you want to go and do business too. Of course, we are going to ask questions to do with the local council area. Do they have a plan to pass a road in that kind of land? In which year are they going to do it, so that we avoid buying land which the government is going to take over tomorrow and you cannot actually use it? So we have to look into all those things before you wake up to say, I'm getting this land. Of course, we look at the availability of social amenities such as water, electricity, of course, things to do with hospitals, schools. You need to look at the environment there where you want to buy the land, and of course, basing it on what you want to do. Of course, we look at the occupancy. Who are the people occupying this land you want to get in Africa? Sometimes communities occupy land. We shall have to warn you not to buy land that is not free from communities, because we're going to fall into trouble like Total Oil, Energy Oil, and other companies which end up having conflicts with people, and of course they end up getting cancelled by World Bank and IMF and all that. So we have to look at who is occupying the land and how do we get them off this land before you come to utilize it. You don't want to be like other people who are simply going to say, don't worry, simply pay the money, we shall get everything done. No, we must get it done before you happen to get this land into your hands. Of course, we are going to ask things to do with access to the main road. Is this land accessible? Can anyone easily access it? Does it have a road, or you are going to put your own road? So we have to look at these things. Of course, we look at the history of land, who has been owning it, the past owners, were they dead by the time you want to buy it, or they're still around? Who are the relatives? Is it family land? If it's family land, has the husband consulted with their wife? Because that's what the law says. Have the children consulted if they're adults? We have to look at all these things. We don't simply rush to buy land in Africa. We are warning you as a consultants firm. If you are watching us, we are warning you, take this advice seriously to avoid losing your money in court battles where people are going to say, we never sold you our land. You were cheated. Look at the development plans in the area. What are they planning to do? Look at the sale value. Look at the legal permits. We ask you your long-term goals. We need to look at the condition of the land. Is it a wetland? Is it a flat land? Is it a hilly land? We look at the conditions of the land, flat, hilly, water logged, and we ask, what are you going to do? Are you going to grow rice? So we need water, land kind of logged area. So we need to look at all that. Of course, we look at the proprietors of the land. Who are the owners? What is their history? What's their behavior with past buyers? Are they guys who don't normally change when they sell you something? They don't turn around, regardless of you having contracts with them or having agreements, having titles. Are you going to get a land title immediately? How long is it going to take to get this land title? The land tenure, of course, we ask you the purpose of the land. These are questions we ask. These are questions we help you answer, and we give you an evaluation report before you venture into buying land and into investing in Africa. Remember, we are a consultants firm that is here to help you solve your business problems, especially in Africa, connecting Africa with the rest of the world. You have mechanized, you want to send it to Africa, you don't exactly know how you're going to do it, or have people on the ground to receive your goods. We are going to have a team of people in that very country to receive your goods and ensure that your goods are done. You are in Europe, from these other countries, you are from Uganda, you are from Kenya, and you want to invest back, but don't know the right people to go and monitor your projects. We are the guys who are going to be on the ground to monitor your projects. You simply give us the management role, the monitoring role, the evaluation role, and you shall be able to be your eyes on the ground. Don't need to be worried. I'm a Ugandan who is in the UK. I am in the US. I want to do an investment back home, but I fear. Who do I trust? We are the guys who can contact our consultants and should be able to work with you. Let us look at these photos just briefly to see land and how these guys are using it. We are excavating it. They are planning development, but of course you can see say land in the wilderness, and all the teams are there. They are working. So before you buy land, you have to have that kind of team. These guys are very organized. These guys are very, very organized. They're on the ground. They are doing all that kind of planning. They're doing all that kind of research, evaluating the land, doing their best to do that that they must do at the right time. So we encourage you that before you invest, do those surveys. We are the guys who can go anywhere in Africa and we do surveys for you, and we give you photos. We do documentaries for you. We do short movies for you. We show you exactly what is going on. We ensure that the land is conflict free. The land is in the legal regime that is right for your investment. We are the guys who can do that for you. As you can see, land is precious and land is very, very invaluable. No one can do without land. Land doesn't grow. Land has that demand that doesn't cease. So you must be careful before you buy land in Africa. When you are from Europe, you are US, and any other country, we are there to guide you. Simply mention the country and shall be able to give you our feelers in that country, and we shall be able to do business with you. Of course, our company does IT work, internet work, things to do with websites, things to do with management of websites, things to do with intellectual property, things to do with the mortgages, things to do with finance, cases involved into money laundering. We can be able to detect all these kind of things, avoid fraud, and all sorts of things to do with business and entrepreneurship. We are the guys to ask what the problem is, and we shall give you the solutions. Contact us for work. We thank you so much for always being part of our shows. These are free masterclasses. In the future, we shall be organizing more of these masterclasses at a wider level where the audience will be paying to simply come and learn. But for now, we are giving out these masterclasses free. Please encourage your friends to subscribe, to join this network and learn business etiquettes, and leave the audience when they are so important, so powerful, and we see businesses thriving all over the world. And they will say the knowledge you got it from the teachers of business, the class masters of entrepreneurship from Think Better, Do Good Better. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe so that you can keep on seeing the next video. See you in the next one.